Welcome back. I'll continue with Gordon method. So the Gordon method, unlike many other creative problem solving techniques, begins with a group of members not knowing the exact nature of the problem. This ensures that the solution is not clouded by preconceived ideas and habit patterns. The entrepreneur starts by mentioning a general concept associated with the problem. The group responds by expressing a number of ideas. Then a concept is developed, followed by related concept through guidance by the entrepreneur. The actual problem is then revealed, enabling the group to make suggestions for implementation or refinement of the final solution. So this is about Gordon method. And the next method is checklist method. Checklist method. In the checklist method, a new idea is developed through a list of related issues or suggestions. An entrepreneur can use a list of questions or statements to guide the direction of developing entirely new ideas or concentrating on specific idea areas. The checklist may take any form and be of any length. For example, put to other uses, modify, magnify, minimize, substitute, rearrange, reverse and combine, etc. So the next method is free association. One of the simplest yet the most effective method that entrepreneurs can use to generate new ideas is free association. This technique is helpful in developing an entirely new slant to a problem. First, a word or phrase related to the problem is written down, then another and another, with each new word attempting to add something new to the ongoing thought process, thereby creating a chain of ideas with a new product idea emerging. And the next method is forced relationship. As the name implies, tries to force relationship among some product combinations. It is a technique that asks questions about objects or ideas in an effort to develop a new idea. The new combination like paper and soap are taken, and eventual concept is developed through 5-step process. These 5-step process include: number 1, isolate the elements of a problem, find the relationship between these elements, record the relationship in an orderly form, analyze the resulting relationship to find ideas or patterns, develop new ideas from these patterns. The next method is collective notebook method. In the collective notebook method, a small notebook that easily fits in a shared packet is prepared. It includes a statement of a problem, blank pages, and any pertinent background data. Selected individuals consider the problem and its possible solutions, recording ideas at least once, but preferably 3 times a day. At the end of the month, a list of best ideas is developed along with the suggestions, if any. This techniques can also be used with a group of individuals who record their ideas, giving their notebooks to a central coordinator who synthesizes the data and summarizes all the materials. The summary becomes the topic of the final creative focus group discussion by the group participants. And the next method is heuristics method. The heuristics technique relies on entrepreneurial ability to discover through a progression of thoughts, insights, and learning. The technique is probably used more than imagined simply because entrepreneurs must frequently settle for an estimated outcome of a decision rather than a certainty. One specific heuristic approach is called heuristic ideation technique. This involves locating all relevant concepts that could be associated with a given product area and generating set of all possible combination of ideas. The next method is scientific method. Scientific method. So it is widely used in various fields of inquiry, consists of principles and processes, conducting observations and experiments, and validating the hypothesis. This approach involves the entrepreneur defining due problem, analyzing the problem, gathering and analyzing data, developing and testing potential solutions, and choosing the best solution. The next method is value analysis. The value analysis technique develops methods for maximizing the value to the entrepreneur and the new ventures. To maximize value, the entrepreneur asks questions such as, can this part be of lesser quality since it is not a critical area for problems? In a value analysis procedure, regularly scheduled times are established to develop, evaluate, and redefine and refine ideas. The next method is attribute listing. Attribute listing is an idea finding technique requiring the entrepreneur to list the attributes of an item or problem and then look at each from a variety of viewpoints. Through this process, originally unrelated objects can be brought together to form a new combination and possible new uses that satisfy need better. The next method is matrix charting. Matrix charting is a systematic method of searching for new opportunities by listing important elements for the product area along two axes of chart and then asking questions regarding each of these elements. The answers are recorded in the relevant boxes of the matrix. For example, questions that can elicit creative new product ideas include: what can it be used for? Where can it be used? Who can use it? When can it be used? How it be used? So, likewise. So, we can list the example for matrix charting method. And then the next method is big dream approach method. Using the big dream approach method for it is for coming up with new idea requires that the entrepreneur dreams about the problem and its solution by thinking big. So every possibility should be recorded and investigated without regard to all the negative points involved and the sources required. In other words, ideas should be conceptualized without any constraints. This should continue until an idea is developed into a workable form. The next method is parametric analysis. A final method for developing new ideas is parametric analysis. It involves two aspects: parameter identification and creative synthesis. Step 1 involves analyzing variables in the situation to determine their relative importance. These variables becomes the focus of the investigation, with other variables being set aside. After the primary issues have been identified, the relationship between parameters that describe the underlying issues are examined. Through an evaluation of the parameters and relationship, a solution is developed. This solution development is called creative synthesis. So this is about parametric analysis.